It was the rubber match of last year's 2A state championship game Friday night as the Santa Cruz Valley Dust Devils visited the nest of the champion Thatcher Eagles. Thatcher forced a 3-and-out on Santa Cruz's first possession after Wyatt Ogle couldn't hold on to the pass. Thatcher's Breton Dodge then returned the ensuing punt 27 yards back into Dust Devil territory at the 47. 2 plays later, whoever's controlling the Quentin Turley avatar must have pushed the B button as Q spins out of a tackle and almost makes the first down. On 4th and 1, Jack Courtson gives the ball to Riley Morris, who seems to just apparate 7 yards down the field before anyone touches him, and the Eagles were set up just outside the red zone. The Eagles then faced another 4th and 1, this time from the 16, and Brock Jones showed off his video game moves as he scored the opening touchdown on the night. The kick was good and Thatcher was up 7-0 early. After an incomplete pass attempt on 3rd down, the Dust Devils were forced to punt again, but Hunter Ogle kicked it right off his halfback's backside, and Thatcher recovered the self-block kick at the 18-yard line. 2 plays later, Thatcher quarterback Jack Courtson outraced Eric Padilla to the corner, and Thatcher was quickly up 14-0. On the Dust Devils' ensuing possession, Carlos Rios was flagged for tackling Cole Motes to save his quarterback Joel Salazar. Then Thatcher's Grayson Schreck gets his helmet knocked off by friendly fire. But after Salazar managed to escape and head toward the sideline, Schreck went trouncing after him without his helmet. After another incomplete pass on 3rd down, it was deja vu all over again, as Bob Euchre would say, as Ogle's punt gets swallowed up by Ben Shumway, and Jones gathered the loose puppy and took it to the 16. 2 plays later, Courtson skirts around the tackle attempt by Brian Ogle and hops into the end zone on a 5-yard run to put Thatcher up 20-0 with 2:47 left in the first quarter. After the Dust Devils got their first down of the night, it looked like Salazar was going to be sacked for a big loss, but he somehow Brett Favre's it down the line, and Riley Morris does his best immaculate reception impersonation, but the refs say the tip hit the turf and called it an incomplete pass. Facing 4th and 9 after the start of the second quarter, and with its punting game in the toilet, Santa Cruz elected to go for it, but came up with the same result as Trace Goodman nabbed the pick and took it back 22 yards to the 30-yard line. Trevin Clark capitalized on the turnover as he got ganked in the leg, but stayed upright long enough to score on a 15-yard run, and Thatcher was up 27-0. The Dust Devils finally made it into Eagles territory halfway through the second quarter as Padilla made a nice run. A few plays later, Brian Ogle paid for his upright style of running when he met Mr. Quentin Turley. Let's just listen to the crowd reaction. On 4th and inches, the Eagles stopped the Dust Devils cold. If you can't gain an inch when you need it, you're not going to win many games. On the very next play, Courtson dropped back for the first time of the night, and he dodged the rush, but just as he's about to heave it downfield, Dylan Huckill gets his paw on it and catches the deflection, but he was out of bounds and the play was ruled an incomplete pass. The series ended with Thatcher's only punt of the night. The Dust Devils took advantage, however, as new quarterback Austin Huckill slung a screen pass to Hunter Ogle, who zipped down the field. Now, Ogle should have been called down here as he rolls over the Thatcher defenders and both forearms and the ball hit the ground. But Thatcher's seen this call go against them in the past, and Ogle continued running and got an ill-awarded 15 more yards down to the 11, putting the Devils in the red zone for the first time on the night. On the next play, Q Turley leaves no doubt of the tackle as he leveled Ogle after the catch. With just 26.5 seconds left in the half, the low snap goes between Huckill's legs. Hey, he's a quarterback, not a shortstop, right? But he gathered it up, and he tossed up a prayer right before Motes eats him for dinner, and Padilla comes down with it in the end zone for the Dust Devils' only score on the night. The teams then went into halftime with Thatcher leading 27-6. Johnson Motors is proud to sponsor our local high school athletes. If you're in the game for a new ride, trust Johnson Motors for a great deal on a quality new or used vehicle. Shop our virtual showroom and then stop on by for a test drive. That's Johnson Motors in Safford. The Eagles received the second half kickoff, and when faced with a 2nd and 12 from midfield, head coach Ramon Morales dialed up a pass, and Courtson hit his big man Cole Motes with the jump ball to gain 30 yards and put the Eagles back in the red zone. 2 plays later, Courtson took it in from 15 yards out for his 3rd rushing touchdown on the night, and Thatcher was up 34-6. It wouldn't be long before the Eagles' offense was back out on the field, as Hookhill gets taken down by a couple of Eagles, and it appeared his knee was down and the ground may have caused a fumble, but as the ball precariously traverses the out-of-bounds marker, Gavin Bryce reached out and the refs awarded the ball to Thatcher on the fumble recovery. A couple of plays later, Courtson hit a wide-open Spencer Stevens down the middle, and he could go almost all the way as Salazar runs him down at the 4. You know what's coming next. Courtson takes it in from the 4 for his 4th touchdown on the night, and Thatcher was up 41-6 with 4:35 left in the 3rd quarter.
Looks like you wanted to take the 4th quarter off tonight, so you played real good those other 3 quarters there. Tell me, how were you guys able to manhandle Santa Cruz so easily tonight?
I mean, we executed. We didn't shoot ourselves in the foot. We did our job, and we executed, and it showed.
Looked like you got the passing game on track a little bit too, throwing to your big tight end and also Cole Motes over there.
Yes, sir.
You guys been working on that at all?
Yes, sir. We've been working on that a lot, just to get it out there and show teams that we can pass, and and I think we show that tonight. So, but our run game is always good, but when we need to, we can throw the ball.
So with that passing game, you're gonna be multi-dimensional and looking forward to going unbeaten into the playoffs?
Yes, sir. We're hoping for it. Yes, sir.
Just as Santa Cruz was moving the ball, Riley Morris stepped in front of this Hookhill offering and snatched it up. Morris then went on the teacup ride at Disneyland as he went around and around and brought it back to the 34-yard line. With the game well out of reach at the end of the 3rd quarter, things got a little chippy as Turley picked up big yardage down the sideline, and Hunter Ogle gave him an extra shove well out of bounds and pushed him onto the muddy track. Ogle was penalized on the play. Ben Shumway then just bowled over Padilla like Bo Jackson over the Boz to set Thatcher up at 1st and goal from the 4. After going back a bit, backup quarterback Javon Montoya hit Turley on the screen, and nobody's gonna touch him as he goes 10 yards for the final score as Thatcher sent Santa Cruz packing 48-6.
We worked hard on our passing. We wanted to get off to a fast start, clean up our mistakes, and I think we did that. Eloy has lost some kids. Coach was telling me that they've had some seniors that quit on them. So this is a young team, but you do what you got to do, against a young team like this, and I think we did that. We took care of business. So hopefully we just keep getting better every week.
Do you think plowing through all your opponents like this is going to hurt you come playoff time?
Well, we're going to find out. We got Pima, then we got an off week, and then we go up to St. John's and Round Valley the next 2 weeks. So, it's not going to be easy, but we want to keep getting better so that we play our best football down the stretch, and that's what we're trying to do. So, like we said, we're not afraid of anybody, and we prepare week to week, and wherever that opponent is, that's what we get ready for, and we line it up and let's play.
Reporting from Thatcher for the Gila Herald, I'm John Johnson.